Good evening. Today I want to talk about problems that have come in England. The idea of this channel is to provide you global news. England is facing one of its worst crises, and this crisis is of its own making. This crisis has nothing to do with COVID. Only thing, COVID brought home the truth very quickly. In England and in Europe, what has happened is because of very cheap money, commodity prices have shot through the roof. The first problem came in Europe when gas prices went through the roof. Most of Europe gets gas from Russia through pipelines, and the same gas also comes to England. In England, pipe gas is used to fuel home kitchens and also used to generate electricity, which supplies to most of the people. The coal mines of Yorkshire went empty, and it is the gas based electricity that is driving England. Because gas prices have gone up, there is a pricing anomaly in England. What happens is the price of electricity is determined by the price of gas. As gas prices have gone up, these have been passed on to customers, and customers have been cribbing about it, and there's been a lot of discomfort about it. But this was a minor problem, and most central bankers believed this was a transitionary inflation and this would just vanish. But now bigger issues have come to England, and this is man made completely. If you will remember that over two votes over Brexit, England decided to leave the European Union. It was believed in England that European Union was pulling it down and added no value to England. Many sane voices warned the people of Britain that this was a big mistake, but bold people came out to vote in droves and blamed all their problems on the European Union. England believed that they could live better in isolation and do trade deals with America, India, China directly and get better terms and leave the part of the European Union. This was known as Brexit. And this Brexit took a long time, and Boris Johnson finally agreed to a divorce, which was what was called as a soft exit, in the sense that the borders would be drawn on Ireland and there will be some customs clearances. But primarily, what was England's grouse was that lots of cheap East European labor was moving into England because European Union had a lot of Eastern European members who could automatically come on a work visa to England and start working. These people who came into England filled in the low level jobs in the logistics industry and in the poultry farms and the pig farms and helped in the food processing industry. But growing unemployment in England made them very unpopular. And for the success of the Brexit campaign was based that if you remove the immigrants, the Englishmen would fill the jobs and all problems would go away. But this is hardly the case because most people in England do not want to work for very low wages that these industries operate. If you increase these wages, the industry does not become profitable. So this has come home to roost now. There is plenty of petrol and diesel in all English refineries, and British Petroleum can supply it to all people. Unfortunately, to transport this diesel and petrol and other fuel, you need long haulage trucks. Today, the trucks are available with BP, fuel is available with BP, but there are no drivers willing to drive these trucks up to a point where fuel stations can be refueled. From day before yesterday, if you go on to YouTube and search petrol problem in UK, you will find lot of petrol bunks have shut down. They are saying they are out of fuel and they are not filling customers even if they have very little fuel left. In lot of bunks where fuel is being still serviced, long queues are formed. People are waiting hours together to get fuel. These sites normally happen in Asia, Africa, and other places. Even in India, it has not happened that the petrol bunks have run dry, except if these petrol dealer associations go on strike. Where have the long haul drivers gone? The long haul drivers are mainly Eastern Europeans, and after Brexit, most of them have left. The argument of Boris Johnson that Englishmen would take up that job is falling flat because the money paid by the truck owners is very little and does not tempt truck drivers born in England to come and drive these trucks. So there's a genuine shortage of drivers. So you have a case where you have the goods, you have the customer, but you don't have the logistics to take it from one place to another. So this is squarely because of the problems created by racist and isolationist policies of Boris Johnson. Now, What is the government doing? Under enormous pressure, it has announced that they will allow 10,000 drivers for long haulage trucks to transport goods and services and fuel between various points. So they say till December 2024, they will give 10,000 visas and people can come from apply for those visas and come and drive trucks in England. Unfortunately, according to the Logistics Association of Britain and Britain Retail Association, and even people who supply petrol and diesel, these 10,000 is like throwing a bucket of water when the building is running on fire. Yea, these 10,000 workers to process their visa and come will take a lot of time. The shortage is not for 10,000 workers. According to the industry, 100,000 workers have to be there before things can be normalized. If these truck drivers don't come in the next 10 days, according to the British Retail Association, then Christmas shopping will be badly affected. It means that these trucks have to come, goods have to land in the port from China, India, Vietnam, Bangladesh. These goods have to move through the distributors to these shops for people to come and buy. Within 10 days, if there are not enough people who will drive trucks, there will be huge shortage in retail and diesel and petrol shortages will increase. This is why the industry is saying buckets of water are being thrown when you need a truck with water. England is trying to train its unemployed youth to drive trucks, but their salaries are so low that these youth don't want to be trained and become long haulage drivers because it's a very difficult industry. So how the solution is found is going to be tough. But before you jump, let us see whether you are jumping into the lake or you are jumping into a fire. Boris Johnson has made sure England is jumping into a fire. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम आनंद श्रीनिवासन है और मैं एक पर्सनल फाइनेंस कंसल्टेंट हूँ। मैं 2 YouTube चैनल चलाता हूँ पर्सनल फाइनेंस के बारे में। एक मनी पेज तमिल में है। मेरे बहुत से दोस्त बोले कि मैं हिंदी में एक चैनल शुरू करूं, तो मैंने एक पैसा बोलता है नाम का एक हिंदी चैनल शुरू किया है। मैं पर्सनल निवेश के बारे में ही बात करूंगा। आप उसको सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने दोस्तों को शेयर करें। अगर आप हिंदी नहीं जानते हैं तो पैसा करें। जो आपके दोस्त हिंदी जानते हैं उनको सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए आग्रह करें। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।